Hi, good day. I am Bisig Malapitan from BSC2-6, and today I'm going to discuss this specimen which I look for the FPC. So in order to us to find the FPC, we need the material such as a magnifying glass and a pencil. And we also have some steps or procedure to be followed in order to us to classify the FPC correctly. So let's now proceed. The first thing we need to do is the checking. In checking, we need to verify the rolled impression over this plane impression. After verifying, we will be proceeding to blocking out. The blocking out, we only need to use the symbol on every pattern. So I found out on this specimen that on the right thumb and right ring we have the whorl, and the rest we have the ulnar. On the left side we have the whorl on the left middle and the left ring, and the rest we have the ulnar. After classifying the pattern, we will be proceeding to the primary division. So in primary division, we will be uh, classifying every single or every rolled impression on the right or left hand. So I found out on this specimen, by the way, we will be looking for the numerical value on the primary division. So I found out on this specimen that on the right thumb, we have the 16 numerical value for the whorl, and for the right ring, we have the 8 numerical value. For the left hand or finger, we also have whorl on the middle and whorl on the left ring, which equivalent to 2 and 1 numerical value. So for the secondary or the next step, we will be only using capital and small letter. It also important on this part that we only use capital letter on the index on the right or left finger of our hand. So on this specimen, on the right index, we have the ulnar, and on the left index, we also have the ulnar. So I put capital letter U over U to represent the ulnar on the index finger. And for the subsecondary division, we will be only looking for the three part of our hand, which is the index, the middle, and the ring finger. And we also looking for the ridge tracing for the whorl, and loop. We will be using a ridge counting. So on this specimen, on the right index, middle, and right ring, I found out that on the right index and middle, we have 10 above ridge or intervening ridge, and on the right ring, we have less intervening ridge from delta to core. So I put O as outer and M for meeting. On the left side of our hand, I found out that there is only one outer and two inner, which the count is less than 10 or less than 10 or greater than 10 intervening range count on the left, middle, and left ring. So every specimen or every count we find, we will be writing on the top of this printed impression over here, the FPC. So after the subsecondary, we have the major division. On the major division, we will be only focusing on the right thumb and the left thumb. So for this specimen, I found the right thumb has the whorl pattern. So I use an ridge tracing in order for me to count the intervening ridge. So on the right hand, I found out that there is 10 or more than 10 intervening ridge. So I put O on the specimen for equivalent for the outer, and for the left thumb, which is a loop pattern, so I use ridge counting, and I use the letter M to represent as the meeting for he has no or less intervening ridge from core to delta. So after classifying the major division, we will be proceeding to final division. Um, it is essential to remember that on final division, we will only be using our little finger, both from right to left. So from this specimen, I found they have the same pattern, which is ulnar, and for the right little finger, the intervening ridge I count is 15, and for the left little finger, which is also ulnar, I found out that the intervening ridge from delta to core is 14. So all in all, in my specimen, I have the O over M, 11 over 18, U over U, OOM, OII, 15 over 14 for the final division. And for the last part of identifying the FPC, we have the key division. So in key division, little finger is not included. We are looking for the loop pattern, but if the loop pattern appear on our little finger, it is not included. So for this specimen, we can see that the loop pattern appear on the right index, and our right index intervening ridge, as we discussed lately on the final division, is we have the 10 intervening ridge. So on our FPC, the result will be 10 O 11 U OOM 15 and over M 18 U OII as inner representing inner and over 15. So that's all I found on this specimen, and the FPC I got the result is here. So that's all. Thank you. And again, I am Bisig Malapitan from BSC2-6.